Hi guys, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. I'm on for Secondhand Sunday. I have a op shop haul here. I did pop in. I've been wanting to go to a certain op shop for a while now. Haven't been to the shops for a good few weeks, so it's been bugging me to go to this certain one. And yesterday I decided that was it. I'm going to do it, and I'm so glad I did, because when I got in there I realised they had 75% off. So I did grab myself a few bits and pieces. So it ended up costing me $9, and I got what I'm showing you now. And then I got myself a whole pile of shirts as well, so that was awesome. So I've got this box. It's Christofile, so it's your hanging file folders, and they're coloured ones. I thought I do have a whole pile of your green ones, but I thought it'd be neat to have some coloured ones for journal covers. They're in pretty good nick though, so I might end up using them in my file cabinets for now. And then when they get a bit battered, I might use them for my book pages. So I think that ended up costing me something like 30 cents. So it was so worth it. There was this Ready Form carbonless duplicate book. I really like this one because of the colour of the pages in there, and the size too. They're a great size to use as journal pages. And they do have the sheet that it duplicates onto, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, so that one's sort of coloured in more, I think. Yeah. So they're beautiful. Grab that, and you can tell that it's quite vintage as well. There are a couple of expanding wallets. So I am in the process at the moment of sorting out boxes and boxes of book pages into themes. So I think these will be very handy to help me do that. So I've got two of those. First thing I found was this. Now it must be a 3D thing that you put together or whatever, but I just thought how cool. You could cut the top of this off, and that's a perfect little embellishment for a circus themed journal. And then you've got these little bits that you could cut up for pockets and that. So because one would think it's got the 4 sides, or is it just 2? Oh yeah, and they're quite thick. You could possibly take them apart, so you could use either side. If not, you've just got one thick side there, but that's all right. I thought that'd be quite neat for a circus journal. And then it also has in there these. Now they're plastic bags, but that's all right. I'd still use them. Make a page, a bag page in a journal or something. Again, it probably cost me about 30 cents. There was this roll of corrugated board. So it's quite thin, which is nice. Great shabby colour. And a pile of it as well. So I thought that was worth getting. Grabbed one doily. I should have bought the shop out, considering the prices they had, but a lot of the good stuff had already gone, so I just grabbed what appealed to me. I really like the colour on this. It's going to need a good wash, I think. It's definitely vintage, but yeah, I love the colour of the material, but I also really love the embroidery on there. It's got some applique as well. It's just beautiful. There were some of your flowers, paper flowers. Beautiful colour. There was this chipboard, round chipboard piece. I thought that would be great to do a mixed media or a collage on to hang up. Some of these little cards, and they're Christmas themed. I love these little cards. I love adding them to journals. So I always grab them if I find them, especially if they look like they're the more vintage ones. Some satin ribbon. It is green. some of your confetti or sequin. They're sort of like purple stars. I've got a fair bit of this that I've picked up secondhand, and it just sits around doing nothing. But over Christmas I started using some of my sequins and that, and I really enjoyed embellishing with them. So I thought I would grab these. And then I grabbed this. I think it's a table cover. Now I do have stacks of this sort of thing, but 75% off. I think again I got it for about 30 cents, so it was definitely worth grabbing at that. And we've got big doily pieces in there, and the little in between ones, and then you've got the edging as well. So they're lovely, and these are a bit of a different size than the rest that I have around here. Not too bulky, so lovely. I will just go and grab the next lot. So that op shop was a couple of weeks ago I did that, and I never managed to get the video up for you guys. But since then, I did go out the other day again to the local Salvage and Save and another op shop. So I thought I'd tack the videos together so you've got a bit more to look at. So the first thing I grabbed was 2 lots of these foldable shoe boxes. So I do store a lot of fabrics in these, and I love them for that because I can just bring out the little container that I want. You can see through them to see what colour or what style of fabric you've got in them. And they're a lot lighter and easier for me to move around. A few of the ones I've got that are quite flimsy, so when I saw these I thought I would grab them. These are really little ones too, which is cool because I've just had to rearrange my fabric again, and these might actually fit alongside. On the shelf where I've got them, I've got a little bit of room left where I can't fit anymore, but these might just fit. So that's going to be great. So one of the shops I went to had these small ones, and then the other shop I went to had these bigger ones. So they're great because they do tend to, well, especially my flimsy ones, sort of break a bit and that. So I've got some replacement ones now, which is wonderful. There was also this teddy bear notebook, which I thought was really cute. Don't have in mind to do another teddy bear journal yet, but I'm sure I will in the future. I save lots of cute teddy bear pictures, but I couldn't go past this. I think this is really cute. And if you wanted to, you could always cut the teddy bear off and just have this paper anyway, which is lovely. And I think it's full scap size almost. Not quite, it's not as skinny, is it? But it seems extra long. There was the Salvage and Save, there was this wine bottle box thing. They had a few there. This was the only one that had a lid that lifted up. The rest had lids that slid across, but I thought this was really cool for craft room storage. Don't know where I put it, but I really do like it. So I might even alter it in the future. We'll see. I do quite like that though. So I grabbed that. I thought it was a decent price. And then we got some more little bits and pieces, which I will start grabbing out. There was this, which I think, it looks like Ada cloth actually. Bit of a tight weave, but yes, I love grabbing that because I think it'll be great for layering and that sort of thing, but also good if I ever do want to do a bit of embroidery. So if I find bits like that cheap, I grab them, because when you decide you want to do some and you go looking for it, you can't find the size that you want or the colour that you want, and it gets expensive. There was this little ribbon embroidery. I wanted to try ribbon embroidery sometime, and this is looks like a really nice little, hopefully easy one to do. It's a card and envelope included, so I can use those as well. But I can practice some embroidery and put it on a tag or a cover. Sometimes I'll grab this if it's cheap anyway, just for the ribbon. This cost me $1. So again, you get your Ada cloth in that. Thought that might be a bit of fun. Note set, which I don't need, but I saw the pattern. Whether it's on any of the stuff, we will find out. There we go. Yeah, they're lovely envelopes. It's got the pattern on there. And it smells really nice. And these look like just plain paper. I don't know whether that's just been put in there as an extra thing, but we've got some plain paper. What does it say? 20 decorated sheets. I've got some extra paper. And these are the papers that go with it. They're lovely. So I'll put that with my ever-expanding set of note papers and envelopes. Little golden books, which I don't need, and they were a little expensive, but fortunately I didn't realise they had half-price books this day. So if I knew that at the start, I probably would have come home with more. But the only reason I got these is because they're ones that I personally haven't seen around before. So I've got this Nursery Rhymes. Love the cover. So it's illustrated by Corinne Melvin. She does beautiful illustrations. 1942 to 47. One of the printed in Singapore ones, so it's a bit different. Absolutely beautiful, so that'll go in the collection. And the Little Engine That Could, which is a soft cover one. 1979, 14th print. It's pretty cute. There was an examination and assessment register. It looks vintage. And it looks like these pages have been cut, but that's all right. I just liked that it was green lines in it. Just a different style of paper to use as pages. A dress pattern. Cute pictures. A card set. Felita would like these. She just did on her channel. She bead embroidered a Sturt Desert Pea. A Sturt Desert Pea. And it turned out absolutely beautiful. So yeah, this has 10 notes made from sugarcane waste. 10 envelopes from recycled paper. Even better. So I think the envelopes would be plain. Yeah, they're just plain envelopes. But these cards are gorgeous. Actually, I do have a book hanging around to send Felita sometimes, so I might just have to send her some cards. Doesn't look like there's many in there. So I'll put a couple aside, or else I will forget. They are so pretty. There was this little pack. Wings, Wheels, Sails, the story of Singapore's transportation, land transportation series. I think they're postcards. And I just like the vintage feel of these. Yep. So they don't seem vintage at all, but they've got a vintage feel with the pictures. So I thought they might be nice to put in some journals. I can reuse the envelope. There was some of this thread for tatting and crocheting that. So I have so much of this, but it has green, which I don't often get. It has heaps of your vintage coloured, your off-whites, And I do love sewing my signatures in with this. Especially if it's the stuff that doesn't break easy. Occasionally I accidentally pick up like your crochet wool or whatever it is, and or it's embroidery wool or something, and it breaks real easy. No, that's the nice strong stuff, so that's going to be awesome. So that's wonderful. I wouldn't mind trying tatting one day, but by the time I get around to it, my eyesight will probably be so bad I won't be able to do it. Just take these staples out or else I will stab myself. Some ribbon like this. Again, it's like an olive green tone, like the green tone, so grab that. Floral. I grabbed a necklace. Now, what attracted me to this is it has the green beads, which are lovely, so they'll make very quick and easy dangles, and it has a little key charm on the end. We've got a star charm there, so there's stars and keys by the looks. But what I really loved is all these rings on it are all big jump rings. I think they're jump rings, or they're loopy ones. Not the jump rings, there's a lot of jump rings. Yeah, so it was worth it for all those jump rings. They're a nice bronze colour as well. So I think I'll be taking that apart and grabbing those jump rings. Interesting. There were these ribbon charms. So you thread your ribbon through. I thought they'll be really nice for closures. Velcro dots, self-stick dots. It's not something I tend to go out and buy new, but if I see them secondhand, I'll grab them, and then I've got a pile when I do want to use them. I found that with my sticky foam and that, the foam tape and the foam dots and that. It's not something I go out and buy, but I've got heaps through hauls and that I've done and secondhand shops. And then when I need them, I have plenty, so good to stock up on. A bit like these. These are mounting squares. There we go. Yeah, so when I say something like that and it's 50 cents, which this was, I'll just grab it. And I think, oh, you know, I'm never going to use them, but then a project will come up where I use a pile, and I'm so thankful that I grabbed them. There was some acrylic paint. It's another thing I always grab if I see a nice tube. They're cheap. So fluoro pink, interesting. There was a speedball left-hand. Oh, I didn't read that it was left-handed. LC style lettering set for flat Roman letters, italics, and text letters. Okay, so they've got the different sizes. So I've got a few sets of this sort of thing too. I'll have to give it a go. I wonder what makes it left-handed then. Interesting. I have to look into that. Must have a go sometime. More sequins. These are sort of like purple hearts. Beautiful colour. It'll be fun to play with. And is it the last thing? Yep, the last thing I've got to show was this. It is a pack of Encore and Keys flashcards Junior. So musical flashcards, which I thought were great fun. Be half tempted just to cut off the bit where it says Junior and that, decorate that side and leave that showing, and I think that would make such a cool journaling card. Or just leave that like that, embellish around it and put some plain paper on one side. Something like that anyway. I thought they were cool. So that is it for my secondhand haul for this week. So thanks for coming along and checking it all out with me. Do take care of yourselves, and I will see you again soon. Bye.